What's up, guys? We're here at AMC Town Square with Chasing Cinema,
Mr. James
Shoe.com, and we got Lion,
which I believe is pronounced in some languages lion. Here with on Christmas Day, we have the opening of Lion, which is a movie that I actually saw a couple weeks ago, and I'm so excited it's finally opening in Vegas because I really want people to see it. It's a movie that I cannot stop talking about. This movie is not exactly what people think. So if you don't know the idea, the premise behind Lion...
I know nothing about it.
Okay, this is based on a true story about a young boy who lived in a very, very poor village near... I don't remember the exact name of the village, but a very, very, very small village in India. So small that when he actually is lost from his city and village, he's moved to a completely different area, and he's never able to find his way home. He's eventually adopted, and it's about this man's journey finding his way to his original home in India. Movie is about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay, a little longer.
And though we have Dave Patel all over the posters, right, and just all over, this movie is actually led by like an 8-year-old boy named Sunny Pawar.
Fantastic.
And they're pushing him for Best Actor, which is incredibly impressive. And
toe-to-toe with Denzel?
Toe-to-toe with Denzel. And to be honest, this kid is so good that he deserves to be in that. You know, I mean, we've seen some really, really fascinating performances from kids this year. Last year as well, we had Jacob Tremblay in Room, which I thought was amazing, and I also thought he should have been nominated. I don't know if Sunny Pawar will actually be nominated for Best Actor, but he takes, I mean, he's in this movie, you think, oh, this is just kind of backstory, and we're going to hop into Dave Patel. You don't actually get to Dave Patel in the last 45 minutes of the movie, which I think is a problem because then him deciding that he wants to find, he uses Google Earth. This is back in 2007, I think, when Google Earth was just starting to, and he's trying to track it down. It just kind of, that feels a little bit rushed. But the time we spent with this young kid, who is probably younger than 8, maybe 6, and just like wandering around these areas and people trying to hurt him and kidnap him. I mean, it's really, really like intense thing to see, and this kid is so good in it, and Nicole Kidman is really good in this movie, and Dave Patel is really, really good in this movie. All these really great performances. It's a movie surrounded with great cast, and it's a movie that will also, you know, hit you right in the feels. I'm a sap. It doesn't take a lot to make Chasing cry, you know? So when I don't cry in a movie, I know there's something wrong. At least that's trying to emotionally attack me. And this movie, based on a true story, you know, just about this kid trying to find his home, is a very emotional journey, and a very rewarding journey at that. Even though the movie does do some things that I always kind of not liked, you know, for instance, you know, I always, when Peter Berg plays actual footage of people in Deepwater Horizon or Lone Survivor, you know, that's kind of manipulative, you know, to show real-life people.
You didn't like that either?
Yep. This movie does that, and even though, like, that is, because especially the moment that they're showing us is very manipulative, I still think, like, you could take that out and the movie's still just as good, and I think that it earns those emotions that you feel towards the end of the film, but that's not needed.
Will this be in Vegas?
What do you mean?
Well,
this opens in Vegas on today, Christmas.
Okay.
Yes, so you should go check it out. It's
Oscar worthy? Best Picture?
No. I would hope so. They are pushing for it. It's being pushed really hard. But you know, the Oscars have kind of gotten into this weird thing where you can nominate 10 films, but rarely do they actually nominate 10, which to me is weird. Like, if you're gonna do if you're gonna do 5 or
then
do
it's
10,
5.
Because,
or
like,
if it's 8, it's 8.
Because there are films that deserve, like, yeah, if you do 8 films and there's 2 other films that deserve it.
Why
like
didn't they just get it?
Last year, Straight Outta Compton, the fact that that movie wasn't one of the 10 is just ludicrous. And
or was it mystical?
It should have been. That was good. It should have been one of the 8, but I mean, the fact that it's not 9 or 10 and they didn't even bother putting it up really annoys me.
No, it is stupid.
But I do. To me, it's one of my favorite movies of the year right now. But you know, I think that also
can he win Best Actor, the little boy?
I don't think so. I don't think they'll push him. You know, and it's a real shame. I mean, to me, I think that's a really interesting way to go, and I think the kid is good enough to. And I'm not just saying, oh, let's nominate the cute kid. You know, I mean, he takes on a very, very hard challenge. And I would just love to know more about his journey and how he took on this movie, because I don't know how they got this kid to do what he did for as long as he did. Yeah, I mean, this is really heavy, and this is pretty much, I believe he was in one project before that, like, no one, you know, a very, very small project. So for him to land this and really take an hour of the movie, and we're just following him around, I mean, that's a lot of responsibility to fall on somebody, and he's the one that really makes you fall in love with that character. Well, not fall in love, but really care about that character and empathize with that character. Great movie. You should go check it out. Definitely worth the watch, even if it's not going to win an Oscar.
Holla back. Rogue One review.
Up. Passengers.
Passengers.
Up.
How about Sing?
Up.
Okay. How about La La Land?
Oh, not up yet because La La Land doesn't
Assassin's Creed
doesn't open until January. Assassin's Creed is up.
Love it.
And Why Him? Up.
Done.
Make sure to go check those out.
There's really not a movie that came out in the year 2016.
Yes.
That you can't find on ChasingCinema.com's YouTube channel.
With the exception of the movies that don't open in Las Vegas in 2016. For instance, La La Land. Unfortunately, I can't review that movie until it opens here in Las Vegas, which is later in January.
But you did see it already.
Yes. So, yes, as well as Hidden Figures and a few other ones that will be, you know, contentions for the Oscar race. So don't worry, we're going to be reviewing all of those in January in 2017. And then, of course, me and James have our annual top 10 of the year, our favorite video to shoot, and Mr. Wong's favorite video to shoot.
It's Mr. Wong's favorite.
Yes, and we just want to quickly thank Mr. Kent Wong for being the most awesome man alive.
Kent Wong.
Always sitting here and just holding a camera as me and him talk as long as possible. And I'm sure he just wants to kill us or shut us up sometimes, but he doesn't. So
if I were him, I would.
I would.
Yeah. If I were him, I would.
I know. Could you imagine, like,
no? Because
I know it's hard for you to listen to me talk without talking over me or telling me to shut up. So could you imagine listening to us both talk and not be able to interrupt? It's got to be rough. I don't know how he does it.
Well, it's like he lives Saw every Thursday.
This is just a game.
Yeah, it's just like Saw.
Well, make sure to join our game when we come back.
It's like on Saw. If there's 52 weeks in a year and we've been doing this for like 5-6 years. God, he's on like Saw like 300.
Yeah, 400. Yeah, because we definitely hit him with a few extra every now and then too. So, well, that's gonna wrap it up. That is our last review, 2016.
That's it.
That's it. The year has come to a close. Overall, a good year, but not as great as I think it's 2015.
It was weak, bro.
Hopefully,
come on.
Yeah.
BVS.
I think there was really
Suicide Squad.
I think there were some really good movies, but a lot of disappointment. Jack Reacher.
Yeah, that should have been so good.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, Jack Reacher is one thing, but Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, yeah. At least Rogue One was good. But that's gonna wrap it up. I thank you guys so much for taking time always to watch our reviews. Make sure to like and comment. Let me know how you feel about these movies. Make sure to tune in 2017 because we got some stuff working. We're gonna change some things up here. But me and Mr. Shu ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be talking, and Ken's gonna be on Saw 500 by the time we're done with them.
You're the man.
You're the man, sir.
I appreciate you. And for people that don't know,
you have a safe, happy, healthy Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, and all the fun holiday stuff.
And ChasingCinema.com is known as
the Film Lovers website. That's a wrap.